Welcome again, folks, to some IWA highlights coming out of Halloween Horrors this last week, October 14th, in New Holland, Ohio. It was a great night of IWA action. If you missed the show, you should be ashamed of yourself, but you have a chance to redeem yourself November 11th. Right back in New Holland, Ohio for Night of Champions. Going to be a huge card from top to bottom. We'll start to release some match details in the weeks ahead. But today we're going to discuss what happened at Halloween Horrors real quick. I got some exclusive footage of what happened to the manager of Champions, David Wright. I got some exclusive comments from the IWA Cruiserweight Champion, the American Pitbull, Guile Castle, and from the Taskmaster, Tyler Grimm. So without further ado, let's get this show moving along. Halloween Horrors, New Holland, Ohio, the old elementary school there. We will be in New Holland every month moving forward now. If you haven't come out to a show yet, you really need to get those tickets when they go on sale. Night of Champions is going to be a big event, like I said. Then coming in December will be Christmas Chaos. Also, if you've ever wanted to become a professional wrestler, this is your chance. Manager, wrestler, referee. The IWA training school, the wrestling training school, will be taking place every month at the New Holland Gym there when we're in town. For $25 a month, you have a chance to work with some of IWA's best. Get a chance to learn the craft from some of the best in the business so that you may chase down your own dreams and goals in the business. You cannot beat that price, folks. Check around. $25 a month for 2 hours of great training each month. It's unheard of. But we do that because we want to continue to grow the business. We want to continue to give young talent a chance to get their foot in the door of the business, get the basics down, start to learn the fundamentals of this business. So $25 a month for the IWA training school there. You cannot beat that price. Anyway, Halloween Horrors. We seen the Midwest Wrecking Crew defeat Cool Blue to keep the IWA Tag Team titles. Also, the Midwest Wrecking Crew had back Bulldog Dan Hansen. We had heard Hansen had an injury. He still hasn't really disclosed what that was. But I noticed that his arm was heavily bandaged that night. So perhaps an arm injury was what was keeping the Bulldog on the sidelines, but he was back around ringside, of course, interfering in the match. Cool Blue gave it their all, Dominic McCool and Blue Lightning, but in the end, the numbers game was just too much for him. We've seen the debut of two bright young stars in the business. Super excited about these guys in a triple threat match against. We had Psycho in there. If you haven't seen Psycho yet, he's a very interesting character in his own right. He took on the Lionheart, Jace Thorne, and Doomsday Dalton Moss. Moss is put together like he doesn't ever leave the gym. Very athletic, very hard-nosed, gruff kind of guy. I tried to speak to him backstage personally, tried to get a feeling from him about what he was thinking coming into IWA. He gave me a look that, as the old saying goes, if looks could kill. Well, folks, I wouldn't be here today bugging you. Had nothing to say to me, walked away. Jace Thorne, the crowd really loved him. Young, exciting man. I hopefully will see both Jace Thorne and Dalton Moss back at Night of Champions. Still no word on that yet, but I know IWA offices are always working on getting talent signed for the next show. In the end, it was Dalton Moss hitting his version of the go to sleep on Psycho to pick up the big victory in his debut match. Jace Thorne and Dalton really gave each other a hard fought, tough nails match. Psycho was in there laying in every dirty tactic he could think of, every hard-nosed shot of his own. But in the end, Doomsday Dalton Moss was just a little too more powerful for both men, I reckon. We also seen the return of former IWA Women's Champion Melissa Bangkok. She wanted a match with Jessica Jean. She insinuated that Jessica Jean was afraid of her. She actually pinned our ringside interviewer, Anya Phoenix, in a corner, ready to lay the beating on her. I can confirm that Jessica Jean definitely wasn't ducking Melissa Bangkok. Jessica Jean was on tour. She's very popular, as I'm sure everyone knows. So yeah, Double J, Jessica Jean was on tour. She wasn't scheduled to be there to begin with. I hopefully will, here in the weeks ahead, we can confirm Jessica will be in New Holland for Night of Champions to defend her title against Melissa Bangkok. Should be kind of interesting about how they're going to put that one together. Now that Melissa Bangkok seems to have found herself a minion in Psycho. Not sure exactly what Bangkok's hold on Psycho is, but he definitely was seemed very smitten with the pretty little Psycho herself, and was ready to do her bidding. He took out Dominic McCool, who come out to Anya Phoenix's rescue, left him laying, and followed Melissa Bangkok out of the building like a puppy on a leash. But this is one very mean puppy. So I guess we'll see exactly what the IWA booking committee has in store for that one. We also seen the debut of Joshua Charles, the Rogue himself. Very exciting young man. Unfortunately for him, he drew the unenviable task of taking on the End of Days Omega, who had his Forsaken brethren, Vincent Cross, in his corner. Of course, Vincent interfered in the match, helping Omega pick up the big victory against Joshua Charles. Charles would get his revenge shortly thereafter, though, because Vincent Cross took on David Day with the United States title on the line in a body bag match. Vincent Cross was looking to do some harm to David Day with a steel chair. Joshua Charles come back to ringside, making sure that Vincent Cross didn't get a chance to use that chair. Instead, David Day, the aerial assassin, got a hold of that chair and gave Vincent Cross a little steel chair shampoo, leaving him laying, put him inside the body bag. Brand new United States champion, the aerial assassin, David Day. Should be very exciting to see what this young man has in store for the United States title division going forward. I know Vincent Cross was not happy about Joshua Charles costing him his chance at the United States title. So I think we can expect to see the Rogue back in the ring with Vincent Cross perhaps in the future, maybe Omega. There is also the other Forsaken member, Brutality, and Nemesis is also a member of the Forsaken. So it's Forsaken definitely has the numbers game in this one, but I don't think Joshua Charles strikes me as the kind of man that's too worried about that. I think he'll take on anybody, anywhere, at any time, from my speaking with him. We also seen Cruiserweight champion Guile Castle, the American Pit Bull, defending his title against Tyler Grimm, the Taskmaster. The last time we was in New Holland, Tyler Grimm and Castle tore the house down. It was no different this time. I should have exclusive footage from that match, hopefully later this week. But needless to say, David Wright, the manager of champions, who still has it out for Castle after Castle so-called seen the light, decided he'd much rather be with the fans than against the fans. David Wright took that personal when Guile Castle was a member of the Monsters of Mayhem under David Wright's tutelage. And ever since then, David Wright has done everything in his power to try to get under Castle's skin. This night, he attempted to take out Castle with an errant punch. Unfortunately for Tyler Grimm, he punched Grimm instead when Castle got out of the way. Grimm ended up winning via the disqualification. Of course, he did not want nothing to do with the disqualification. He wanted his shot at taking the title away from Castle. And it did not go in Grimm's favor. After the match, post-match, Castle took out David Wright, hit him with the doggy style, left the Manor of Champions laying on his face. We're going to go to that footage right now. And then we'll be back to, we got interviews with Castle, an interview with Tyler Grimm, and also an interview with the Midwest Wrecking Crew after what Guile Castle did to their manager, David Wright. And for the first time here today, folks, David Wright with an update on his condition after Saturday night's show. Then I'll be back and we can talk about this match that I believe has already been signed. I'll get confirmation on that while you watch these interviews.
By all rights, everyone here in New Holland knows I won. But turn around. Alright, yeah. Alright. I'm done playing. Grimm, you know I'm better than you. You know I'm faster than you, and you know I'm stronger than you. That's why you're using little dirty tactics to try and take my belt. Let me tell you something. I'm done with these games, boy. So, on November 11th, Night of Champions, I want you in a no disqualification match for this belt. Games are done. You couldn't beat me one-on-one. The fans back me. You can't get over that. That's all fine. I got them backing me. So November 11th, for this belt right here, the IWA Cruiserweight belt, it's me and you, Grimm. Tyler Grimm versus the American Pit Bull, Guile Castle, in a no disqualification match. You better bring your game, son, because I'm about to show you a whole new level of Castle that most people have never lived to go through.
Are you kidding me, dude? I come here to New Holland at IWA for a legitimate competition, and some nobody comes out and costs me my match, costs me my gold? Fine, no matter. Because next time IWA, right here in this same building in New Holland, Ohio, at Night of Champions, Guile Castle wants a no disqualification match. And ask, brother, you shall receive. And when you step in the ring with me, and there's nothing separating me and what's rightfully mine, that cruiserweight title, you'll know. You'll all know that it's been me all along. It's always been me.
Guile Castle, I just got back from the doctors and it looks like I have a pinched nerve and I got a slipped disc, all because of you attacking me. Yeah, I got you disqualified, but you have no right to attack me. Now I'm going to be out 4 to 6 months because of you. So laugh it up, enjoy your title reign, and know that when I come back in that 4 to 6 months, I'm going to get even with you, and there ain't a thing you can do about it. So laugh it up, boy. I'll be back for you.
Gentlemen, what was that bullcrap? What was that? Kyle Castle! You put your hands on the manager of champions? That ain't gonna fly with us! Next month, Night of Champions, the boys are gonna take care of whoever they put in front of them. And Kyle, I'm coming after you, and I'm gonna put you out just like you did our friend. Be prepared, have a neck brace ready, get your hospital bills paid up, because you're gonna need it, son!
There you have it, folks. David Wright will be on the shelf for quite a while, and the Midwest Wrecking Crew are not happy campers about it. Guile has issued the no disqualification match to Tyler Grimm. Grimm has accepted. I can confirm I just got off the phone with Miss Angela Marie. She went ahead and signed to make this match official. Our first official match for Night of Champions. No disqualification. Guile Castle defends the Cruiserweight title against Tyler Grimm. Should be a great match if you've had a chance to see these guys go against each other. Both exciting, talented guys. With the no disqualification now in play, I shudder to think what could happen at Night of Champions on November 11th in New Holland, Ohio, especially now with the Midwest Wrecking Crew out to get Giles' head on a stick for what he did to David Wright. So be on the lookout. MightyIWA.com for ticket information on when the Night of Champions tickets will go on sale. You can contact us through there if you want a very special opportunity. We will have a 4-pack ticket for $25. Now, how this works is the ticket has 4 spots on it. You can either, you got a family of 4, okay, that's great. You save $7. Any way you go with this, you save $7. That's almost an entire ticket. How this works is, if there's just one of you, if you're just a huge IWA fan and you want to come out to each show, we love having you there. You bring the ticket in each time, we stamp your ticket, and you take the ticket back with you. You've officially bought 4 events, so that means if there's just one of you, you get 4 tickets in a row. Now, if there's 2 of you, that's 2 events. We'll stamp the ticket twice, 2 times, 2 different events, and there you go. 3 of you, 4 of you, I think you get the drift of how this works. A great way to save some money. If you want one of these tickets, contact us through the Facebook or through MightyIWA.com and let us know, and we'll get set up to meet with you. Or you can pay us through PayPal, and we'll get the ticket into your hand. It's a great way to save some money and also support the Mighty IWA as we continue to grow our brand, the oldest wrestling company in Ohio. You do not want to miss the shows we got coming up. Christmas Chaos is going to be a huge one. But back to Night of Champions, I would be remiss if I did not announce the other match that was announced at Halloween Horrors. You already know you're going to see Guile Castle versus Tyler Grimm, no disqualification. Also at Night of Champions, the Ohio State champion, the Hollywood sex symbol Chip Endale, will defend his title against the Clown Prince of Pranks himself, folks, the legendary Doink the Clown, will be in New Holland. If you've never had a chance to see Doink, he can be quite the amusing character, but also a tremendously talented wrestler. So you do not want to miss. We already got 2 big title matches announced. We'll have more to come. I hope to have a new segment with one of our new blood coming into IWA, going up on the website later this week. Of course, I'll do a MAC report perhaps later this week. I don't really know. It's a busy week for me, getting back into the office. Angela Marie's not the most forgiving of bosses if you don't get your job done. So anyway, we got a lot of huge things coming up, folks. Keep tuned into the website. Keep tuned into the Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. You can find us on Instagram. It's a big time. 2017 is almost in the books. 2018 is going to be a huge year for IWA as well. Get out to the shows. New Holland, Ohio. We will be out there every month. November 11th for Night of Champions. December 16th for Christmas Chaos. And then we should have a more set schedule in New Holland coming forward. If you want to become a professional wrestler, the IWA Training School will be back open in New Holland, Ohio, at the gym there. Once a month, $25. You can get on out there, start training to chase down your goals. That's just an unheard of price in this business to start your training. You will not learn in one class, though, folks. Don't not show up to this school thinking you're going to be the next Ric Flair because you took one class. I wish I could tell you that. Some people it takes a long time. Others can pick it up really quick. But no matter what, you never stop learning in this business. If you are thinking you're going to take one class and you're ready to go, I hate to break your heart, but that's just not going to happen. IWA Training School, $25 a month. Can't beat that. IWA's Night of Champions, tickets $8 in advance, $10 at the door. We will have some special announcements about those tickets coming up. Do not miss out, folks. Until the next time, this is the Mac, and I'll talk to you later.